Hello, my lovelies. Today we're going to talk about step-parents. Now, there are a lot of really wonderful step-parents out there that have been doing a fantastic job with the children in their home. We are not going to talk about those step-parents today. Today we're going to talk about the scary step-parents, and unfortunately, there are a lot of those. There are many peer-reviewed articles with statistics talking about step-parent abuse and neglect. A step-parent can be a danger to the child. It's important that if you are no longer with your original spouse, with the other biological parent of the child, and you have brought a stranger into the home, even though you may have a good rapport, a good relationship, you might be very sexually attracted to that person, that doesn't mean that person is not a danger to your biological child. There could be a lot of hostility and resentment that there was a child created before they came into the picture with another woman or another man. That child then becomes a target of emotional abuse or physical abuse or both. Usually it's both. If the biological parent sees some abuse happening with the step-parent and doesn't do anything about it or supports it, if they're silent and they let it go on, if they don't listen to the child and stick up for the child and stop it from happening, then they're just as guilty as the step-parent that's causing the abuse. Also, it's telling that step-parent, it's okay, I choose you over my own child, and you can hurt my child, and that's okay with me. And that's the message that the child receives, that they're not worth anything, that you don't care about them, you don't love them, you're not going to protect them, they're not safe with you, and they're not safe with that parent. But what are they going to do? They're helpless. They usually endure months, years, decades of abuse before they finally leave the home, quite damaged. Most of the time, you'll never hear from the child again. And if you do, they'll be quite angry. If you do hear from them, on a rare occasion, letting a child be abused by a step-parent is pure evil. And so if that's happening in your home, you need to change things quickly. Children that are in broken homes are helpless. They need to have a voice as well. They need to have some control over what happens to them and their environment. A child's home should always be a safe place, a place of love, joy, and acceptance, not a place of pain, terror, and hopelessness, which is often what happens. If a step-parent finds that they cannot abuse the child in front of the biological parent, they will often find ways of hurting the child subtly, passive-aggressively, in the absence of biological parent. Sometimes there are stepchildren that are in the home. It's important that the stepchildren are not treated better than the biological children. There needs to be equality and acceptance and fair treatment. The stepchildren should never be allowed to hurt the biological child, and the same for the biological child. They should never be hurting the stepchildren. If you are a parent and you're planning on letting a stranger into your child's home, you need to give them the opportunity, the respect, and the dignity to get to know that stranger and to develop a relationship with them first. Just because you're in charge doesn't mean you have the right to throw your children to the wolves. Your biological children should be thrilled before you get married. You should ask them, is it okay with you if I take this woman or this man into our home to be with us while you grow up and afterwards? If they say no, then you need to reevaluate things. What's happening? Why don't they want that person there? If you really, really want that person there and the child doesn't want that, you need to figure out a solution. Go for family counseling. Find out what the issue is. Can it be worked on? Can it be fixed? Continue with family counseling until the issue is resolved. If it never gets resolved, you need to reevaluate your choice with this person, because this is your flesh and blood we're talking about. This is your original family. No stranger, no matter how sexually attracted you are to them. no matter how financially attracted you are to them, is worth sacrificing the minds, bodies, and souls of your children. That's an evil that can never be undone. That's a sin that will be carried with you forever. That's a regret that will never go away. One of the most important things that you can ever do in your life, one of the most important decisions, is choosing your partner and choosing them well. If damage has already been done to your children by a step-parent, no matter how small you think it may be, you need to work hard to rectify it now, quickly. Get professional help. Fix things. Here are some examples. Excluding the biological child, making the biological child feel less than, unheard, unworthy, hurting their self-esteem, hurting their self-worth, not recognizing their accomplishments, not praising them, keeping things from them, not including them, letting someone yell at them, hit them, threaten them, treat them badly, verbally, physically, or both. The definition of that is simply evil. And your reward for evil is not going to be enjoyment. If you hurt innocent souls that have been bestowed upon you, remember, there is a creator. You as the biological parent are solely responsible for protecting your child and loving your child and not allowing that to happen. If this is happening, if it's happened in the past or you feel like it could happen again, you need to get professional help and you need to do it now. And like I said in the beginning, that's not all step-parents. But the step-parents that are actually caring about the other children and putting in the work and the effort and making sure that they're there for those children as well and doing the things that they should when entering your home, those are few and far between. If you're contemplating getting remarried or letting another person into your home, be mindful, be vigilant, talk to your children often. Let them know that they can come to you with any problems and that you will hear them and help them rectify those problems. Everyone has some baggage, everyone has some quirks, but with the right counseling and the right communication and the right tools, if there's some issues there, oftentimes you can work through them before you have that person enter your family unit, before any destruction happens.